Hello to my Libras. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading, Libras. You ready to get into your reading? Happy Monday for you all. Hopefully you all had a great weekend, Libras. We're going to just dive right into your reading. The moon is in Taurus. You and Taurus actually share Venus, the goddess of love, pleasure, art, music, and aesthetics, right? But Taurus rules second house. You all rule seventh house, right? Seventh house. The second house is all about personal resources, money habits, possessions, values, financial security, self worth, and also income, right? And so the overarching question for everybody. So even if you cross watch another video, the overarching question for everyone is where have you compromised your self worth and how can you reclaim it? Right. So let's get into it. Right. That would be considered as like where have you compromised your self worth? Like on a job? Do you feel like you've been overworked, underpaid? Do you feel like maybe you've overstayed your time around family or friends and you feel like they don't value your time or your energy? And it's everything. When we talk about money, we're talking about your self worth. We're not talking about dollars, like what you paid for and all this. That could have been. Or do you feel like you're just undervalued in general, and you feel like you're just like feel like people don't even bare minimum say thank you or appreciate the effort, whatever you put in to things. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's get right into it. I already prayed over everybody's cards. Let's go. You deserve the best. This just came out for somebody else. So yeah, you deserve the best. Let's get into it. All right, let's pull an angel number and we're gonna dive into your reading. We're going to dive right into your reading. But yeah, anytime you're closing out a cycle, you want to make sure you clean up, meaning you can physically clean up your home, clean out your space, do your spiritual showers and baths, clean around your home, like deep cleaning of your home and everything, because you're getting ready for the new you. We have a new moon in Gemini on Tuesday the 27th, but new opportunities are coming your way. 191. So make a positive change. Your angels are pushing you toward change you need to make. When you are excited about a new opportunities, so this is plural, new opportunities and people coming your way, good things will arrive. So you are being encouraged to focus on the positives in new situations and to look forward to the challenges that will inevitably come with them. So listen to a song that empowers you right now as you let yourself feel inspired and excited for what is to come. So 191. The color purple speaks to the like unity. We talk about crown chakra, right? So connecting with things that connect you with your crown chakra. Anything that connects you with crown chakra, like unification, unity, like, and other people who are all about unity, right? So making positivity. Not unifying for negativity, but unifying for positivity, positive changes, right? Not negative, not negativity. So let's get into it. I see you being booked and busy, not burdened and bitter by anything, right? So somebody has a demon of envy. They see things as property, their property, right? So you have the gift of claircognizance. This is psychic knowledge about other people. So yeah, but you're leaving some energies behind, leaving some energies behind. So should you double back for them? Probably already have the answer to that. Check your request list again. Check your request list again. So take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith. Drink more water as a form of self-care. You made a positive impact on them, wherever they are. Somebody apologizes for hurting you. Somebody apologizes for hurting you. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. So, yeah, they have not been completely honest about something. They have not been completely honest about something. Your ex was on some kind of an assignment, whoever your ex is. Ex is not always ex love interest. This way, crystal clear. Ex could have been an ex friend. Could have been ex friend, ex manager, ex whomever, right? Love up on yourselves more. And so you have the gift of premonition. This is forewarning. So you know ahead of time, kind of like, something is coming. Y'all know like the movie Premonition with Sandra Bullock. If y'all haven't seen, it's a really good movie. I don't know ahead of time. Something is kind of coming down the pipe. But whoever they are, they apologize for hurting you with something. So, but um, X could be ex whomever, could be an ex colleague, whatever, whoever, whatever, whoever, however, it don't really matter. But you're closing out a cycle in love, okay? Because you're moving from a heart space. Remember, you all, you don't want to be your worst enemy because you all are a relationship sign. Remember, you are the scales of justice, and that's about balance. You want to have a healthy work-life balance. So you don't want to be your own worst enemy. Your polarity sign is Aries, right? So in that, you want to pray first, be a prayer warrior so that you don't have to end up going to war because you didn't pray and meditate on something first, right? So that's what I'm trying to tell you is like, okay, um, even if that still small voice in you goes, oh my God, I'm dealing with an envious spirit. Okay, I should have, you know, you just thank source in advance. Okay, thank you. You still got opportunities coming your way, protect you. You know that you're divinely protected. Somebody's in a very vulnerable space right now because we're at the end of a cycle, right? And some energies probably did some things behind your back, and you're leaving them behind because somebody's ex is on an assignment. So them in an ex friend, but you're moving forward. Somebody's apologizing for hurting you. Like I said, you're staying focused. So Knight of Swords here. Somebody wanted to run away from something and somebody said that you were running from something, but you're not running from anything, right? So yeah. So here we have something has had to develop your emotional maturity, though. Remember, in tarot, it's genderless, right? So don't think man, woman. Think just genderless because everybody has divine masculine to divine feminine energy. You weren't running from anything. Source is saying to you, um, somebody was trying to stay focused and gain some clarity. I'm looking at this here, and um, you have a lot of physical evidence of something. So I don't know what you have physical evidence of, but you have physical evidence of something, right? Of how two energies, two karmics, grossly lowered your. Here we have the your money and your money and your emotional, not emotional, but your your worth and your value. They did something. They physically did something behind your back to cause you a tower, whoever these energies are, right? Meaning that people jump to conclusions, and cause your 11th house, cause a tower to your 11th house, right? And you absolutely deserve the best. And 11th house is all about friendships, community, your goals, your hopes, your wishes, your awareness, your humanitarianism, technology, the future. And so the tower is going to fall back on those energies that cause. So yeah, you're in a very vulnerable space. And so these energies absolutely did an impulsive thing to you, cause a significant drop in, in your money and everything, to you, to you and someone else, right? So here we have the Empress card. And so something was causing your shoulders and your back to ache for a while, for quite some time, all because these energies just decided, and at this point, you know exactly who's behind it. You know exactly who's behind it at this point. Yeah. Who's behind the baiting and switching. Yeah. So here we had the Five of Pentacles here. Somebody wanted to make somebody feel worthless. So yeah. So they planted a seed. Two people planted a seed. So whoever's ex this is, um, again, like I said, you're transmuting all of that negative energy into something positive. And so I'm seeing something turn around to be, growing your abundance and your prosperity. And that moon right here. So the moon speaks to 12th house. 12th house is all about spirituality, addictions, psychic abilities, healing, solitude, endings, world service, secrets, emotions, all of those things. Something has come to light, right? That you shine very bright in dark spaces. And like I said before, something has come to light to you that you deserve the best, right? So drink more water as a form of self-care and pray for strength. Pray for strength, right? See this lamb right here? Yeah, so somebody wants to leave you out for slaughter, right? Because you wear your heart outside of you. It's like the person who wears their heart on their sleeve. So people want to just leave you out like a lamb for slaughter. So which is unfortunate. Yeah, judgment is coming down on some energies. So here we have for doing something behind your back while you were on travel, something local, but something for you is going global. So I don't know who you are, Libra, but congratulations. I don't know who you are. I'm talking to you, ever Libras in your birth chart, but get very acquainted with your seventh house, whoever you are. Seventh house is all about marriage, relationships, partnerships, business contracts, inner desires, and also enemies. So don't be your own worst enemy by not praying ahead of time and meditating on whatever you're praying for. Because you have a lot of opportunities coming your way, and some of you all do have a new relationship coming your way in business and or in love. And so you want to stay focused. You want to stay focused. And somebody is going from local to global, whatever it is you're doing. So yeah, so you can go ahead and close out the cycle. You can defend your decision to move on from something without even coming across as defensive. So, but love up on yourselves more because some energies definitely wanted to bait you into something, bait you into some kind of lie. There's a lot of conversation going on about you behind your back. A lot of conversation going on about you behind your back. Yeah. And so somebody was definitely trying to bring out, you know, lies. They were determined to, talking about music, talking about all kinds of stuff, a lot of things, right? So you can put the past behind you because that's where the line is drawn for you. So give it no more air, no more air whatsoever. So something has brought you to a level of somebody is overflow. I feel like now you're living in the overflow. That's what I'm saying for you, Libra. You're living in the overflow. I keep trying to tell people that Libras are incredibly smart, but I think what throws people off about you all Libras is that one, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but because you all are ruled by Venus, I'm talking about men and women Libras. I think because you all are aesthetically pleasing to a lot of people. I'm talking to men and women Libras. You all are a lot because you're ruled by Venus, right? Um, so you all have a good relationship within yourselves when it comes to what you choose. Like you all know how to choose the right colors for yourselves, like in terms of just like what's just aesthetically pleasing to your eye. You all have a really good eye for fabrics, for colors, for things that are like you know how to make that connection. You know how to make that connection with things. And so learn how to keep in touch. I mean, keep in contact. I mean, connect when you start feeling indecisive. That's a low vibrating. That's when you start feeling low. Emotionally, you start feeling pulled. Like when you feel like you're being pulled into something or you feel like your water is getting low. When you don't feel like there's an overflow of goodness energy around you and you feel like you're being either pulled into something or your water is getting low, emotionally you start getting drained or dehydrated or you start feeling really thirsty, like you just feel like, I feel like I'm dehydrated. I just feel like I feel like I just need a gallon of water. It could be the person that's standing right next to you. They could be literally pulling on your energy or your neck and you start getting tense. Your back is hurting like you, and I'm talking about men and women. Even if you work out on a regular basis, your body after a while starts getting used to it. It doesn't hurt the way it used to hurt. After you first time you do, squats, then of course your legs are going to hurt, back is going to hurt, certain parts of your body is going to hurt. But after a while, you start getting used to it. It doesn't hurt like it used to. But if it just start hurting out of like you just start feeling like okay, you start like this person right here. You literally feel like okay, your shoulders. You feel like you got a weight on your shoulders. You feel like your back is kind of like your skin is a little sensitive. So it's saying it could be the energy that's around you pulling on you. Y'all know what I'm saying? Or you start breaking out in hives or itching, or you start feeling anxiety out of nowhere. Start paying attention to your body. Start paying attention to your body. Somebody could be around somebody who, gets excited and you're asking, why do you feel a certain way? It could be their energy. It could be their energy. For them, they could see themselves as superior to you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. They were determined to bring out a certain emotion in you, and they could be in their mind secretly like, yes, 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 okay, I was able to bring out a certain emotion in somebody. Oh, they're not coming around. They said they called, they said they weren't going to come. I was able to achieve that. Like in their mind, some people, they operate in dark magic. They sit at home and they really study dark magic. And so if that was to call some kind of a, like for instance, I'll give somebody an example in terms of like relationships, right? Let's say for instance, okay, you were supposed to get together to meet a group of friends, right? And somebody within that group was practicing some kind of dark magic. And you felt this anxiety that certain energies were going to be there, but you just didn't ask who all was going to be there. And somebody was being used as a pawn, and you can tell somebody wanted to just run away from something. You could just tell. And you are at a high vibration. You are high vibrational, like you're in good spirits and all of that. And you can tell when somebody, you've been praying for their strength. You have a good prayer life because you're a prayer warrior, right? And you can tell that some energies are obsessed with phasing you out in some way, shape, form, or fashion, right? Source is saying to you, somebody was determined to bring a darkness out of you, right? And somebody you could have been familiar with is around music, or some this flute in somebody's hand, this woodwind instrument. Somebody you could have been talking to, brown, the color brown could be of significance to somebody. You could have been talking about some kind of an organization, like some kind of familiarity with the energy. Something about you cause you all of a sudden to feel like drained. Something could have caused you to feel drained, even sick to some degree. Um, like this energy here, right? Something could have caused you to feel drained, almost like when you felt when your money was depleted, or it could have made somebody that you love feel drained or depleted, right? It almost feels like if somebody hurts your child, if you have kids or something, you had the same feeling that they feel. Something just didn't feel right for you. So it's just saying, somebody put a whole lot of energy into, and I'm talking about dark magic, into doing that. But it lets you know that for you, something is generational for somebody. Some people are just, like I said, for them, it's just like I said, for them, they put a lot of energy into darkness, a lot of energy into sting energy, stinging someone, right? Somebody wants you to exchange a life for them. Somebody is trying to do something to sting you with something because they want you to feel as low as they feel. So somebody could have been trying to put you in a position, honestly, like could do doing a destiny swap. What's hidden in the judgment and the tower card is Scorpio. Scorpio is the death card. So somebody may not have been able to accomplish something before, as sticking you with something, causing some kind of like a scorpion has a stinger, like this, the stinger stings a person to death, right? Somebody could have done something in the past that could have stung you. And maybe somebody wasn't able to accomplish something before, that made somebody else sick to their stomach. This is how sick some energies are. Sick some energies are. But something brought you to a level of, and this is how obsessed it is. There's so many different ways of doing a destiny swap. And this is why you're praying for somebody's strength, because these energies, this number 7 right here, they're determined. When I say determined to bring a darkness out of somebody, bring a darkness out of somebody. Somebody is almost like, I mean, it's a sickness. It really is a sickness. So like I said, when you're closing out cycles, you're keeping people enlightened, and just as to how people will try to do a destiny swap. These two energies, they are just determined to, like, literally to death do somebody part, for real, to do a destiny swap. And you deserve the best. You deserve the best. You absolutely deserve the best. You absolutely deserve the best. So yeah, 9 of Knives. So something has been a nightmare for somebody. It has been an absolute nightmare for somebody. It's like ever since somebody walked through some doors, something has just been a nightmare for somebody. A complete nightmare. So that's the important when we talk about, making positive changes and meaning that you deserve the best. Drinking more water is a form of self-care. Everything, like knowing your worth and knowing your value. Everything, like I said, a light for somebody came on. You shine best in dark spaces. It's literally, I'm telling you, Libra, because you all are aesthetically pleasing to a lot of people, and I'm talking to men and women Libras, when you all walk into places because you're ruled by Venus, and you all, I don't, I feel like, and I try to speak highly of every zodiac sign to bring out everybody's highlight. And even for my cross watchers, even if you've experienced a low vibrating Libra, right? Because everybody has been in low places. Like everybody's learning what they look like at their highest frequency. But Source is trying to help you learn how to put a manhole cover over the past, because people they be keeping you in the dark about things, but there's a reason why Source is moving you beyond something. You have enough information at this point. You have enough information. There's a reason why Source is moving you beyond something. Rise above the judgment. This is nostalgia right here. Hold on to good memories. Hold on to good memories. This is time to get off the fence and take some kind of inspired action. You should be inspired to close out, because something happened. Something happened, that somebody has just been living a nightmare. Somebody has just been living a nightmare. This one thing after another has been happening where somebody has just been living a nightmare. So, Source is saying to you, yeah, it's time for you, like I said, you to close out the cycle. Um, Make sure you are doing your shadow work, um, and you're not on some kind of a high horse. You're not just trying to be a center of attention as far as things are concerned, Libra, at all. Know that Source is your best friend, right, inside of you, but pray ahead of time and meditate on things, and Source will give you clarity. Source will give you clarity, right? So yeah, Source will give you clarity. And don't be afraid to cut people off. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. Make sure you start seeing something where your love language is not the same as yours, and people are trying to drag you into some mess. And then you see that they do stuff behind people's backs. They're probably doing something behind yours too. Don't be afraid to cut people off. Yeah. 4 of Coins here. And you're trying to be conservative with your time. So it's saying don't even waste time. Don't even waste time. Don't you even waste an ounce. Yeah, free yourself. You're not a fool. You are not a fool. Close out the cycle in love. Move on. Just move on. It's because somebody was thinking everything was a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. Stuff was just happening. One thing after another just kept happening. And somebody's just like, why is this a coincidence? This is a coincidence. That's a coincidence. Every single time, certain coincidence. Oh, no, it's not. Keep your door closed. Close out the cycle in love and move on. It's not a coincidence. You started making some connections here. You started making some connections. So no problem. So you're not meant to struggle and fight your way through. Drop the concerns of your ego and watch imaginary walls crumble away. You've already won. Yeah, you've already won, right? Inner strength. So don't lose yourself in things you can't change. Focus on things you can change. Attitude, mindset, and energy. You've got everything you need, right? So you decide when you give of yourself freely, you expand your energy. If you only give to get, it will feel like a burden or drain. Be genuine, give from your heart. Yeah, give from your heart. Yeah. So I believe that you probably were giving from your heart. But like I said, you deserve the best, the absolute best, right? Nothing less, the best, right? So again, something is going to be nostalgic for you, like in terms of kind of like going back and just remembering like relationships of the past and those kind of things. But you're not giving any more energy. So something for you is like I don't see. I see that you something broke somebody. Yeah, yeah, something broke somebody. Yeah, somebody wanting to win so bad it broke somebody. The length of what some people would do actually broke somebody. Or remember, time is relative, but um, the length of what people will do just to win, just, yeah, so read. So this would be a great time for you to find a, nice book or something to snuggle up to close out a cycle. We're already in a new moon phase, right? So the moon is moving into Gemini. So you are ruled by a feminine planet, which is Venus, and just learn how to be in receiving mode. So if you find a good book of gratitude, something you're already reading about gratitude, fill me with gratitude for all you give. May I be a vehicle for you wherever I go. Wherever I go. Vehicle for you wherever I go. So let's see. I think that's it. Your ex is on some kind of sign. Love up on yourselves more. You have to give a premonition. Somebody has not been completely honest. So yeah, here it is. Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of energy was put into baiting you into something behind your back. So that's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. But yeah, you have a lot of new opportunities coming. Like the window of opportunities coming your way, Libra. I don't know what you got going on, but I don't know. Let me be the first person to say congratulations to somebody. A lot of opportunities coming your way. But yeah, so a lot of people put a lot of, a lot of energy into breaking you financially. I mean, just a win. I mean, good grief. But that's what I have for you. All right. Bye.